The feature for negative values in a polar area chart was suggested by a SimplexNumerica user.
Thank you, Felix.
He wrote, I am trying to plot negative values in a polar chart. This is already possible, as can be seen in the example below, but the problem is the color infill. Currently, the infill starts at the middle of the circle, the most negative value, and ends at the specific value of the graph. Instead, I would like to show the deviation of the graph value compared to 0. Therefore, I would like the infill to start at the 0 line and extend outwards or inwards for negative values until it reaches the graph value. You can read the following steps in the SimplexNumerica white paper PDF file with the file name Polar Area Chart with Negative Values PDF. You can find that document in a subfolder of the SimplexNumerica installation path, or use the startup dialog. Press F1 to call this dialog and open the PDF folder. Alternatively, you can select the info bar that indicates the existence of a white paper. Here is what the user wrote furthermore. My second picture shows what the plot would look like for my example values. I created it using Paint. Would it be possible to do that with SimplexNumerica? The answer is yes. Yes, SimplexNumerica can do this. Show here. In the polar area chart, it is possible to display negative values. Previously, these led to a positive deflection of the graph on the opposite side, which is usually undesirable and can lead to ambiguities. In the new display, the 0 line is pushed radially outwards, allowing the graph to display negative values without flipping to the opposite side of the chart. A special feature is the colored background of the difference area between curve and 0 line. This provides a much faster and more intuitive understanding than in other representations. Use the example charts from the thumbnail window as a good startup. Go to Polar Charts and then select the picture, Polar from 0. Here, you can see at first glance where the negative values are located. This is also possible for several graphs at the same time with a partially transparent representation. Select the thumbnail below to show this. The X column contains the diagram values to be displayed, the deflection of the diagram in radial direction, and the Y column contains the corresponding angle position. To move the 0 line outward, use the scaling properties, radial axis interval, lower limit. Enter the desired negative value in the lower limit. Here, in the example, -20. Switch off the radial axis interval. Use graph properties, polygon or polyline styles, fill to 0 line. That's it. Bye for now.